Hello, 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 and welcome, my fellow generals, to yet another episode of our Battle Sector campaign, in which we are unfortunately in the beginning of our no-loss streak. In the last episode, we lost yet another unit, making it a total of 7, and yet another unit was lost to an exocrine. Saying that, into the next battle, we go with a newly formed army of 4 Ball Predators, 3 Dreadnoughts, and 2 Tech Marines. They are both, or they will be assisted by 2 Hellblaster units and our regular HQ units. I feel like this is one of the strengths of Battle Sector, where you can assemble your army as your needs shine. And with that being said, we are also jumping straight into the map. In this case, a very interesting map with a lot of columns, and you will see in the video that they are obstructing our vision sometimes, but we'll make the best out of it. The goal for this mission is to activate 3 switches in order to open the door at the end of this hallway. And how we're planning to do it is by basically splitting our army into 3 units. We're going 1 down the left side, 1 down the right side, and 1 floater unit kind of down the hallway in the middle. And what is great about this army composition of ours is that we now finally can split our mech units into 2, because we have 2 tech marines, so we can always support our tech units here. Here you can see how we basically managed to do that. Go with the 2 Ball Predators and our Dreadnought library into the middle, and split the other 2 units relatively evenly, right and left, coming closer to the levers. And as we come close to our targets, I really start to appreciate the buffs that come with the HQ units. Yeah, you might think Mission 18, it should have been noticed a while ago, but was not always able to use them efficiently. But in this mission, I really find the taste for using those buffs, and especially with the Ball Predator and the momentum buffs, it seems like a very good combination. As you can see, those Ball Predators, they are just going through the enemy units as a hot knife through butter, some would say. So I'm actually very relieved that it finally clicked here, seeing the progress that we are making. Which I also really come to like are those dreadnought units as well, especially with their blast ability, so to speak. Another reason why I really like those Ball Predators and those dreadnought units is the amount of health that they have. Let's not forget, the whole goal of this mission is to not lose any units, and what is the best thing about a unit with a lot of health? Well, they cannot die that quickly. So it's only natural to have as many mech units as possible, I would say. Yeah, saying that, while we are sizing through the enemy units, I think we're getting very close to these switches, while also being very agile with our units. yeah, so here we go. We activate the first switch while still being able to maintain our formation. And it really looks like this mission can be a good success, which we really need after the last one, in which we lost yet another unit to an exocrine, unfortunately. Again, here's another example of our Tech Marine really doing its best job to keep the health of our mech units high. While our mech units are doing the heavy lifting here, destroying the Thornback with the support of the Hellblasters, of course. I think all in all, this mission seems to fall together very nicely due to our strategy with the 3.5 unit distribution. And as we come closer to the end here, we finally are able to unlock this gate and create or activate these 3 levers, which also for some reason always changes the camera angle of the game. But saying that, when we open this gate, there's only a handful, or a little bit more than a handful of enemy units left, which we have obviously no trouble of eliminating and keeping our army alive yet again. Here you can see just a small little example of how these momentums are actually helping our units. This Bile Predator, I think, destroyed like 5 or 6 units in total. And it will not take long until we can finally stamp this mission as a success. Yeah, so with that being said, I think another successful mission here in mission 18. I'm really curious to see how the last 2 missions turn out. That being said, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and like the video, and we see you next time. Goodbye.